I'm sitting upstairs on our patio of what will hopefully be a completely remodeled patio in the next 2 or 3 months. In the past couple months, I've shown videos of the progress here, as well as a lot of the mistakes we've made, issues that we've had, frustrations, hiccups, things like that. But today, I came up with a list of a dozen things that we're thankful for through the first 3 months of construction. First one is that we did buy a fixer-upper, but we feel really good about the price that we paid, and even after fixing it up, we still think that we will have saved quite a bit of money over if we had purchased a move-in ready place. Even if we had purchased a move-in ready place, I don't think that there's really such thing as something that's move-in ready unless you buy a brand new place. Even something that's 10 or 15 years old is probably going to need some maintenance or repairs. We're excited about the fact that we get to decide the rules for this place. There's no HOA or arbitrary condo rules that we have to follow, or decisions that all owners have to consider and vote on each year that may require some outstanding expense or something like that maybe that you don't really care about, but that you're required to pay because you're part of the HOA. We feel that we made a really good decision by jumping into the construction right after we purchased. Just in the last 4 months, concrete and rebar has gone up 20%. And we were told when we started that materials go up every single month, but that's a bit surprising. So hopefully this will level off a little bit. The plumber told me today that he was like, 5 years ago you could get a bag of cement for 90 pesos, and now it's 180 pesos. And 3 months ago it was 150 pesos. So it's quite a bit of a jump, and we buy a lot of cement. So regardless, we've probably saved a few $100s at least just in the last couple of months. By living here and being on the ground, we've been able to receive some extremely helpful recommendations for workers, architects, pool people, plumbers, carpenters, and so on. If we didn't have these recommendations, we would be totally lost right now. We wouldn't know who to trust, but having our neighbors and people that we know here give us somebody that they've worked with or that they know as a good person really makes us feel a lot better about bringing these guys in and giving them complete access to the property. Good contract workers aren't concerned with getting paid or receiving a deposit. They know that if they do good work and you come to an agreement that it's not going to be an issue, and it's really nice to that they have that confidence in you, and that they feel that confident in their own ability to do a good job, that you're not going to haggle with them too much. I had a plumber come out today that's done some work for us, and we had some issues at the condo. And after he completed the job, he said he only wanted 100 pesos to do it. And I knew that a normal job like that would be 400 or 500 pesos. But it's really nice to know that people aren't just looking for a quick, easy dollar. And if you treat the workers fair, then they'll reciprocate. We don't feel like we've been taken advantage in any major incidents. Again, with the plumber today, I gave him 400 pesos because I'm sure that we're going to need him down the road with some emergency, and I want him to know that we want to treat him right. And along the same lines, the workers, when they're here, they're really easygoing. They're always willing to make changes. If there's many times where we make one decision one day and they start driving the rebar into the floor or putting it in the wall, and the next day we change our mind and we want to move something over or put a make the window in a different spot or something like that. And they never complain about anything. They just get right back to it and make the changes. And it's really puts you at ease to know that you can kind of bug them about something, and they're not going to give you a lot of grief about it. And since we're involved in the day-to-day, we've really learned a lot about Mexican construction, as well as where to buy things, materials and doors and lighting and so on. So it's just been a fun learning experience. Definitely been a few frustrating moments, as I've mentioned before, but overall it's been a great way to learn about how things are done here. And as the home is a complete remodel, or almost a complete remodel, it's much easier to update a lot of the little things that we maybe normally wouldn't deal with if it was just a regular 10 or 15-year-old house. We're already tearing down the walls. We might as well put in new outlets or add outlets, change out the ceiling fans, the toilets, maybe move a light switch over, things like that. Our Spanish is improving. It's mostly construction terminology, but so it's a good way to force yourself to practice and learn some new words. We've been able to connect with several other people in the area that are also doing similar projects. So it's been cool to share ideas and some of the connections that we have as far as people that can do something that maybe we're having trouble finding. So that's been great. And we've also met people that have seen some of these videos and stopped by, and that's pretty cool too. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.